guys, welcome back to my channel. Mermaid Nina here. Well, as you may have heard, I kind of let it slip a little bit. I am headed to Walt Disney World very soon, like this week. So I thought I would do a top 10 list of things to do to prepare for my vacation. Now, I have done these videos before and you guys seem to really love them because the things I might do to prepare for my vacation might be very similar to the things you need to do to prepare for your Disney vacation, right? So even though we might not be doing the exact same things, often the preparation, the getting ready for our vacations can be very similar. So I thought, in effort to not only help you guys, but yeah, I gotta pack and get ready. I thought I would put together a list of the top 10 things that I gotta get going with. I gotta figure out, I gotta double check, I gotta pack, I gotta purchase, all those kind of things that I need to do now. Probably yesterday I needed to do them. So anyway, in an effort to kind of help you and me out, these are the things that I need to do last minute, like within the last 1 or 2 weeks right before my Disney vacation, right? With the trips already booked, already got the flights. These are the last minute things that I gotta think about, research, and do. Are you guys ready for my top 10 list? And like I said, this is specific to this particular trip for which I'm going to Disney World for about a week. So if you guys see me, yeah, stop and say hi. I might give you a Mermaid Nina Travels sticker, but yeah, I'm going solo. This is for work, so I will not be with my kitties this trip. So it is slightly different than our family vacations, but let's stop talking about it. Let's get into it. You guys ready? So in no particular order like usual, right? One of the things I have to do is the resorts. So like I said, you should already be booked. I'm already booked. I will be staying at Pop Century for a few days, then decided to skip over to the Grand Floridian because I am doing Mickey's Not So Scary and a few other things in the Magic Kingdom area. So I thought it would be helpful to have that monorail access, right, that the Grand Floridian provides. So I'm staying at 2 different resorts. I don't always recommend that, but since I'm a travel agent, yep, I got to see and do all the resorts on property, and the Grand is currently under construction. So I wanted to go ahead and check out the new rooms and all that good stuff. Anyway, stay tuned for a Grand Floridian video. But whether I'm staying at the Grand or not, this is what I gotta do, right? You guys gotta do it too. Make sure you do the online check-in. This is when you're gonna give Disney your email and your phone number, right? So you can get those notifications of when your room is ready, right? You can also do room requests. Don't always get to type anything in. Usually it's, do you want ground level, high level, new elevator? And I get to make sure my notifications are on. These are your push notifications, because if Disney needs to text you, which sometimes they do, you want to make sure your notifications are on so they can let you know when your room is ready, when your room isn't ready, what your room number is, and all those great things. The other thing I always suggest people do is to look at the map. Get an idea of what's going on at your resort. Figure out where your rooms could be, right? Depending on your category that you booked, figure out where, you know, the pools are, where the lobby is, where all that stuff is, where transportation is. Like for me, the Grand Floridian, I have the option to walk to Magic Kingdom. I can take a boat to Magic Kingdom. I can take a monorail to Magic Kingdom, right? So I've got some options there at Pop Century. I've got the Skyliner for some parks, and I've got the bus for some parks. So knowing your options and knowing what you're gonna do, China just gives you that peace of mind when it's first thing in the morning, you gotta go to the park and you wanna know which way is this and which way is that. Yeah, figure it out on the map ahead of time, which of course you can get on the app. You also want to see dining. So dining at the resorts change, and not all the resorts are the same. For example, Pop Century used to have a certain sandwich that was like my go-to, right? I always got this sandwich. They just got rid of it. So it really helps to know what the menu items are, because maybe you don't like what's there for breakfast, Or maybe you do. Maybe you want to know what they have as a midnight snack in case you tend to get the hungries later on in the evening. You might want to know where the main pool is versus your quiet pool in your area of the resort. So like I said, these are good things to kind of look out for, research in advance. So when you get there, you already know these things, right? So location, 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 right? Pools, lobby, where your room could be, and those menus. And also, like I said, online check-in. So all those good things you want to do at your resort. Number 2, magic bands. So I don't really need a new magic band. I'm gonna head and pack my current Magic Band Plus. I do have 2 of these. I kind of swap them out. Specifically went with my Wilderness Explorers band for something I'm gonna tell you about later on in this video. But since I already have a Magic Band Plus, I don't really have to purchase one, but make sure you absolutely get one in advance and you link it and all those great things. But what I do need in terms of my Magic Band is a new charger. So depending on the room you get, and again, you don't always know, the outlets in the room can be few and far between. So I found it really, really convenient to purchase a multi-port charger. So this is mine right here. You don't have to get this exact one. It's from Sharper Image. But what I like about it is it has all these different USB ports. I do believe this is a universal C right here. USB ports for what? Magic bands. That's right. So if you're a family of 4, this charges all 4 of your magic bands at one time. And of course it does plug into the outlet in your room. So it's very, very convenient to have one spot to kind of charge all your things, right? But on top of that, recently I dropped, yep, I know, I dropped my backup battery. You guys have heard me talk about this. I will not go anywhere without my backup battery. It is a 5-day battery. Absolutely love it. Been using it for years. Dropped it, and it's got a little crack on it, and when you shake it, it makes a little bit of noise. So I'm not sure how safe this bad boy is anymore. So I had to do some research because of course they don't sell this one anymore, and I had to get an upgraded model. Now this has the same amount of charge as the other one does. It is a 5-day. This is by Anchor. I do have it up on my Amazon link. This one, however, has the ability to charge 2 things at one time. The only disappointing part is it is so much bigger. Look at that height difference. It's like a 1/2 inch taller. It is slightly heavier, but maybe it's just more robust. Either way, I needed to make sure I definitely had a charger for the Magic Band in the room, and also a charger for Magic Bands and my phone and my camera and all my fan, all those things in the park, because batteries do kind of die fast. So yes, absolutely had to make sure I had all the chargers and all the backup battery things. And then in addition to that, regarding my Magic Band, right, I recently got a new phone. Now don't make this mistake. I got a new phone, which means I had to re-put all the apps back on my phone, right? Okay, obvious. The problem is my Magic Band didn't link back with my phone. So I have to re-link my Magic Band on my new phone, as well as make sure all of my AP cards and all those things are linked to the new phone, so I can easily kind of purchase on my phone and or my Magic Band. So don't forget, if you happen to get a new phone, you do have to redo that linking process. So yes, number 2, make sure your Magic Band is all set, not only with just the Magic Band, but the chargers and the linking and all the things, right? So I 100% have to do that. Number 3 on my list here is I needed to get transportation, right? From airport to resort and back again. I did a whole video on transportation options. Make sure you guys check it out. But as of like last week, I had to quickly do it. I quickly booked my shuttle from Mears Connect, driven by Sunshine. That's right, that is Mears Connect and Sunshine Flyer now as one company. I wanted to try them out so that I could show it to you guys, right? To hopefully they're just as good as they always were. And they had a summer deal, and it was like fading fast. So I had to quickly book round trip under their deal for my trip. I only paid about $30-something round trip, which is pretty good. But yes, you want to make sure you get that transportation secured. Whatever you're doing, assuming it's not Uber or Lyft, again, check out that video. All right, guys, number 4 on my list. So it's summer. Whether it's back to school or not, it is 100% summer season in Florida. It is high peak hot season and will be for a while. So number 1 thing on my list that I had to pack and arrange and figure out was a fan. Now, if you guys have seen my neck fan and handheld fan video, make sure you guys check it out. Well, there was a supplier that saw that video and he thought he would send me their latest and most upgraded version of the handheld fan. So this is actually from the same company of the few of the fans that I was showing in that video. I'll put up the name, can't really say it, but this is the most upgraded fan. So he wanted to send it to me to see what I thought. And I can't tell you guys, this fan is downright amazing. First of all, it is a handheld fan. There is a spot here for a lanyard. This is my lanyard, but there's a spot for it, right? It does have a flat bottom here, so it can be a tabletop fan. So you can hold it, you can put it on a table, you can have it blow at you while you're eating outside, whatever you want, right? But here's the great thing about it. First, the amount of amps here is 5,000. This is a lot of power. This is a lot of juice. It's actually half the amount of battery power than my battery backup charger. So that is absolutely amazing. Now watch this. The speed on this bad boy goes to 100. What? Yeah, I could not believe this. So I'm gonna turn it on for you guys, right? So you turn it on with this little knob here. All right, so this is at 1. I'm gonna turn it up to 5. I've decided that 5 is a good amount, right? You're just kind of mildly hot. Yeah, turn it up to 5. It actually tells you, I don't know if you guys can see that, it actually says 5. Now, if you want some real juice, you can take it all the way up to 35. This is 35, guys. This was just about as powerful as those other fans I showed you in that video. Now wait for it. It goes to 100. It's gonna start sounding like a blow dryer, but look at this. I'm going up, I'm at 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. Look at this. This is like mega power here. I don't know if you guys can see it. It says 100. It is so loud. It's like I'm using a hair dryer. Woo! Absolutely love this fan. I'm at 18 right now. This feels so unbelievably awesome. I gotta turn it off. Absolutely love this fan. Why? Because like I said, it's handheld. It has a lot of juice. The ability to go to 100, not that I'm gonna be using 100 the whole time, but sometimes you're in air conditioning and then you go outside in the heat and it's just like, the heat just overwhelms you. Being able to turn a fan on to as high as 100 to quickly cool you down is absolutely amazing. And then bring it back down to 35, bring it back down to 15, 100 different speeds. I can't believe it. Like I said, speed number 5 was a good amount of speed. Speed 35 is like perfect for someone who wants that impact. 100 might be unnecessary, but you never know given your situation. Absolutely love this fan. Again, I'm gonna put up all the specs. Now, one thing I really love about it, yes, you can charge it, right? It's rechargeable. It has an on and off switch. I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally turned on my fan while it was in my backpack, and then I go to use it and the battery is dead. So unbelievably annoying. This one has an on and off switch. Absolutely love that. Like I said, it has a spot for a lanyard. Now, according to the manufacturer, this thing's gonna last 3 to 15 hours. I love that. So that means 3 is probably if you're in the 80 to 100 speed. 15 is probably if you keep it between 5 and 10. And like I said, 5 was a good speed. 35 was a good blast. So if you toggle between 5 and 35, this is gonna last you all day long at the theme parks. Absolutely love this, but I have a trick. You guys wanna see my trick, which makes this fan really amazing? Let me show you the trick. Ready? All right, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. Forgive my t-shirt. I'm getting excited for Mickey's Not So Scary. I went ahead and put the fan on my backpack. This is the backpack I'm actually gonna be wearing to the theme parks. I strapped the fan to it. You just turn it on, and it's like a neck fan. It is literally blowing on my face while it's on my backpack. So I can be walking, filming, eating, drinking, whatever I want, and the fan is blowing at my face the whole time. If I want to turn it off, I turn it off. If I want it to go higher, I have it go higher. You just use this knob right here to have it go up and down. How amazing is this fan? Absolutely love it, right? So cool, right? Wasn't that great? You can actually do it with any kind of handheld fan. I just especially love it with this bad boy. Can't wait to take it. All you need is one of these like zip tie things. I do have these up on my fan link, on my Amazon link. So you can actually just kind of zip tie the fan around the strap to your backpack. You can even carabiner the lanyard part of the fan to your backpack and always have it at the ready. So yes, 100%, one thing you need this summer, and I'm packing, is a travel handheld fan. But other things you want to consider is a cooling towel. I will absolutely be going with my cooling towel, especially for something I will be mentioning later. They even have cooling visors. They're by the brand Mission. You actually dunk them in water, wring them out, put them on your head, and it can cool your whole head absolutely. But we're talking summer, so you want to make sure you've got proper shoes. Check for rain, because that may change the type of shoes you need to pack. Ponchos, yep, absolutely gonna need a poncho. Don't forget about the sweat washcloth to wipe the sweat from your face. You might need a UV umbrella. Don't forget about that sunscreen, and of course your sunglasses. So the reason I'm mentioning it is sometimes my bag is already pre-packed from the previous trip, which could have been a cooler trip, right? So I got to kind of switch out from cooler trips to heat summer trips back to cooler trips. Anyway, sometimes it's just adjusting what's in the suitcase. But yes, that was my number 4. Who's ready for number 5? Number 5, of course, is your park backpack. Now, this is mine. Yep, it's Goofy. He's in his skeleton costume. I do have 2 of these. One is regular Goofy, one is skeleton Goofy. So this is the same backpack I showed you with the fan attached to it. But you definitely want to get your park bag ready. For me, I tend to swap out park bags sometimes, but it's the same stuff inside. But you want to make sure you double check what's inside. Like I said, you could be switching from a cooler trip to a summer trip, but you also need to double check the items that are in there and refill anything that you might need to refill, like refill your medicine and gum, refill that sunscreen in case you have a smaller container, flossers, Band-Aids, blister Band-Aids, Kleenex, chapstick. I won't go anywhere without my chapstick. Cash, yep, you gotta refresh the cash, 4 tips, and of course your snacks. Now, if you're looking for an idea of what I put in my park bag, make sure you check out my top 20 things I put in my Disney or Universal park bag video, because that'll help you out. But you really want to double check the weight of your park bag. Now, my park bag is Harvey's. It's made of seat belts. It's naturally kind of on the heavy side, but it's adorable. But you do have to make sure that when you put all your stuff in the backpack, it's not too heavy, because a long day in the sun, on the concrete, dripping in sweat, the last thing you want is a super duper heavy backpack. So you want to check all those things in advance. You don't want to get there and be like, whew, why did I pack all this stuff? My bag's too heavy, right? You want to double check that stuff before you go. All right, number 6 is the Halloween party. Like I kind of said earlier, I will be going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So unbelievably excited for that. I go every year, but this year has been like oddly hot, like really disgustingly hot. And of course I'm going through this debate. Maybe you guys are too. Let me know in the comments. Should I wear a costume or not? When I think of costume, I'm thinking heavy, wigs, just ugh. And I just don't think I want to go there. So I've been debating between costume or just a fun t-shirt, because I don't want to be too hot. I will be in the park all day. So having to change into a costume could just take more time and energy and make me more hot. I don't even know. So what do you guys think? My first thought was, since I'm using the Skeleton Goofy backpack, which I just showed you, I thought maybe I should just wear a skeleton shirt. So it's almost like I'm going as Skeleton Goofy, right? Without the hat. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. My other thought was Elliot. I have this Elliot t-shirt where it's Elliot in front, and then wait for it, Elliot in the back. Yeah, I could put on some green shorts. I've got green tennis shoes. I'll put purple in my hair. What do you think, Elliot? But I'm still using the skeleton backpack. I don't know. The other thought was to just wear my Sanderson Sisters t-shirt because of the Sanderson Sister show. So I've been kind of dealing with that, what I should wear, not really sure, but I definitely want to stay as cool as possible. The other thing you want to consider for the Halloween party is the candy. Those of you who are going and not really getting the food allergy candy, but the regular candy, they're using giant scoops this year to pass out the candy. So you definitely want to consider bringing an additional bag or backpack just for the candy, especially if you're a family, because that's multiple amounts of candy. So I'm debating if I bring like this just simple kind of, this happens to be Moana, simple canvas bag that I can kind of fold up, crush up, stick inside the backpack. Or if I bring a nicer kind of Halloween tote, this would hold lots of candy. I know I'm not getting regular candy, but I'm going with a group of people who we're gonna have a collection of candy. So those are just kind of things to think about. The other thing you wanna think about, and I did put this in my Halloween video, is you want a game plan for the party. You cannot do it all. You cannot do all the rides and all the candy and all the shows and all the characters and all that awesome stuff in one single night. You do kind of have to have a focus. So here's my focus in case you guys want to know. There are a few characters I really want to see, so I'll try to focus on those. Candy, yep, I want to get as much food allergy candy as I possibly can because my kids are not going and they're going to want my candy when I get home. Absolutely want to see those Sanderson Sisters because they've updated the show. I need to see the parade, the fireworks. I want to go on the Haunted Mansion, not once, but at least twice because they have some situations happening out front of the Haunted Mansion and also the popcorn bucket. So those are the things on my list for the Halloween party. So I just kind of have to plan and prepare for that, right? Makes sense? Number 7 on my list is celebrating. Now I know I was celebrating something the last time. It was my mother's birthday. This time I'm actually celebrating something special for me. Now, I say this stuff even though my celebration is very specific to me. These are the things you want to think about if you're going to be celebrating something when you go, right? So just to give a little insight on what's going on with me, I have had a dream for a really long time since I was a teenager. Actually feels a little bit like Rapunzel. Back in the day when I was in high school, they made us make a bucket list, right? And so I had to do a top 10. Maybe this was the beginning of my top 10 list. I had to do a top 10 bucket list, things I want to do before I die. And I've been slowly whittling away that bucket list. One of my dreams was to actually get paid by Walt Disney. I am so close. I am a travel agent who specializes in Disney, who does Disney content on YouTube. So I'm going to call that one a check. I wanted to be a mom and have a daughter. Check. Anyway, the list goes on. There was something on that list that seemed like I could never get. Just seemed almost impossible. Well, for the past 4 years, I have been secretly, well, maybe secret to you guys, my whole family knows about it. I have been training in karate to get my black belt. It is actually something I've been wanting since I was a little girl. And yes, I am finally gonna be a black belt in karate, guys. I am 100% celebrating. I tested last weekend, no joke. I am a karate girl, guys. Did you know? I even have my own hoodie. Mermaid Nina does karate. So I cannot wait to celebrate finally getting my black belt. So yeah, you want to 100% get those celebration buttons. Here's mine right here, celebrating my black belt, absolutely. You wanna consider getting celebration t-shirts. Now, I looked at lots to kind of talk about me getting my black belt, and I couldn't really find anything that was like Disney and karate mixed. Maybe you guys know something I don't. I'll show you guys my options here. I really liked Princess Security because I will be eating at a princess meal. We'll chat about that later. I also found a t-shirt that says, rather than being a princess, I'd rather have my black belt. So that was an option as well. So don't forget, if you're celebrating, to get the button, get the t-shirt. The other thing I'm considering is getting custom mouse ears. Now, you guys know these are my custom mouse ears that I got at Magic Kingdom a few trips ago. I'm considering getting a pair for my black belt, except I'm gonna have like a Miyagi-Do, like lotus flower bow in the center, very similar to Karate Kid, right? And maybe have black belt in the year, not really sure, but I'm absolutely consider getting customized ears. So yeah, that's something you guys could do too, for happy birthday, or it's the boy, or happy anniversary, whatever. And you definitely want to get together things that you might want to use for pictures, especially if you have Memory Maker, which I do. So I went ahead and found, this is so adorable, a karate Mickey Mouse. How cute is this? He's even got a little black belt. So I will be taking Mickey with me on the trip, and you may or may not see pictures of me and my button and karate Mickey, because like I said, guys, this has been a lifelong dream of mine. I have been sweating and bruising and crying my way through karate for 4 years. Okay, it's not that bad. I've had fun. I absolutely enjoy karate. But yeah, you just gotta celebrate things when you can. This one's a little different from most people, but I'm absolutely gonna be celebrating me finally getting my black belt at Disney World. So number 8, told you I had a surprise up my sleeve. That's right, you ready for it? I am doing the Wild Animal Trek at Animal Kingdom. Right, that's right. That is the like 3-hour tour that happens over the safari. It involves a vest, a headset, a harness, a rickety bridge. You get to explore all forms of animals, but it's like a tour, but you're trekking it, right? But there's some things I have to bring special for this tour. So I had to make sure that I pack the things that are needed. So one of the things I have to have, it's in the fine print, always check the fine print, are tennis shoes. Shoes with laces, that's right. They will not let you wear sandals, or for me, Birkenstocks. So I definitely have to make sure I pack shoes with socks. Now it is Florida. Could be 1,000 degrees out there for 3 hours. So absolutely, you need to wear only things that you can attach and stick to your vest, right? So I will 100% be packing my new fan. All I have to do is carabiner this lanyard to the vest, and I can just use it as needed. They will allow cooling towels. I told you I was gonna talk about it. Absolutely gonna be bringing my cooling towel. So between my fan and my cooling towel, I'm hoping I will be cool enough to deal with the high heat that could be this 3-hour tour. The other thing I have to figure out is how I'm gonna secure all my camera equipment to my vest. So I have been buying lanyards and attachment parts like crazy so that I can absolutely film this experience for you. But something that might be helpful to you is they actually sell, and I have these on my Amazon link, these little connectors. I don't know if you guys can see it, that goes on your cell phone, right? Can you see it right there? So what you do is you can actually connect a lanyard, whether it's a wrist lanyard or, you know, a neck lanyard around this so that your phone is dangling while you do the tour. And then as needed, you can pop it up to take pictures of the elephants and the tigers and whatever you want. So absolutely, you want to do your research ahead of time and bring the appropriate things for the trek. Also, it's going to be hot, so I am packing a light colored shirt. You guys know me, I wear a lot of black. Not for this. It's first thing in the morning. We got the very first tour because we knew it was going to be hot. I don't even think I'm gonna be wearing my makeup. I'm putting on a super light colored top. I'm gonna get super sweaty. I'm gonna use my fan, and we're gonna hope for the best. I am super duper excited to showcase this trek for you guys. And yes, rain or shine, it still happens. So I'll be packing an umbrella as well. So yeah, woohoo, can't wait for that. Number 9. Now, I debated this for a really, really long time. As you guys know, I always get groceries. I always have groceries delivered from either a cast member service or from Amazon. And it's just me. And I didn't want to have to spend all this money just to get bottles of water and a few snacks and delivery fees and the whole thing just for me for a couple of days. And I really went back and forth about it because water, it's so hot. You guys need so much water. But I didn't want to get cases of water because I know I'm not going to be bringing the cases of water to the parks. How am I going to carry it? It's going to get super duper heavy. Anyway, after a long debate, I decided I'm just going to bring my reusable water bottle. Now, I have shown this before in my water bottle video. Since then, it has gotten a few stickers. Absolutely love this water bottle. You just sip and drink. Love it. I purposely get one that is not insulated, so it is lightweight when I carry it. Now, I don't like Florida water. It has a little bit of a flavor that I'm not fond of. So also in that video, I showcase this water pod, which I have used before. So I'm gonna put the pod in the water bottle, and then I'm gonna refill this with not only quick service water, water fountain waters, drinking water, bathroom, whatever I can find water to get all the water that I need in for the Florida heat. So yes, I absolutely need to make sure I pack this water bottle and that filter. So that is highly important, especially right now in the high heat, which brings me to number 10. Now, number 10 is very important. I need to double check and research and make sure and check all the boxes off for my dining reservations. Now, like I said, I'm not going with my family. I'm going with some coworkers, some friends, and this person made reservations and that person made reservations and I made reservations, and we need to like streamline that. We need to figure out which ones we're actually going to and when and how, and does it all fit in with our situation. I know other people do this as well. Now, I only booked the reservations I thought we were interested in. Other people booked more. Anyway, we need to double check all those reservations, cancel the ones we're not going to so that other people will have a chance to dine at those locations. I also needed to email special diets per my allergies. This is something I do every trip. In fact, I just got a phone call from one of the chefs at Roundup Rodeo Barbecue, yep, to make sure that the food they make me is 100% per my allergies. So I have to make sure I alert the chefs and alert the allergy team, let them know that Crazy Pants and Mermaid Nina is coming to their restaurant. And so these are the restaurants we're going to. First, like I said, Roundup Rodeo Barbecue and Askershush in Norway, right? So that's why I was talking about that princess security t-shirt. How funny would it be for me to have a princess security t-shirt smiling with princesses? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. You also want to make sure you double check, like I said kind of earlier, all the quick service menu items, because since the last time I've been to Disney World, which wasn't too much long ago, they got rid of some menu items that were staples for me and replaced them with something else. So you definitely want to double check all your table service reservations, cancel the ones you're not going to because A, you don't want to get charged, and B, you don't want to hold on to reservations that other people could be using. You want to double check menu items and make sure you have a game plan of kind of at least what restaurants you would prefer to go to over others, so that when you're in the hunger phase, you know exactly where to go. And then you want to make sure you pack anything else that's needed, right? Because I'm going with a group, I can't stop every 5 seconds when just I'm hungry, right? So I'm making sure I'm packing things that I might need. So I've got myself some protein bars. Again, no chocolate. We don't want any melting. I absolutely love these for like a quick breakfast. They're just rice cakes, apple cinnamon, absolutely love them. And I love these Bobos as kind of like a quick, like sugary dessert. Not too much, not too little, to kind of just, you know, burst me a little bit of some flavor, some energy. All these things are in my what to pack snacking video. But yeah, those are the top 10 things I am in the middle of packing and thinking about and researching and all those things in preparation for my upcoming trip, like tomorrow. Very, very soon. Anyway, guys, I hope this, I'm sorry this video got super duper long. Let's end it quickly, but I hope this video helped you guys out. I get that a few of these things, yeah, Karate Mickey was very specific to me, but hopefully it helps you guys see the things that I'm doing, you could be doing too per your trip if it makes sense. Right now I'm going to the Halloween party. You could swap out the same information for the Christmas party, right? So just hopefully, anyway, guys, like I said, I hope this video helped you out. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If the subscribe button is red, please click it, turn it gray, hit the bell icon for notifications, like this video. And like I said, comment. Let me know, you going to the Halloween party? Are you celebrating something? Which t-shirt should I wear? Am I just crazy in general? Whatever. Let me know in the comments, guys. And as always, please share my videos. I hope to continue making these videos for you guys. And in order for me to do so, we need to share, and tell YouTube that I am worth fighting for. That's right. We're going to karate chop YouTube, right? Sounds good to me. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this video. Mahalo for watching. Nina out. Bye, guys.